Hello, welcome to Roxanne's channel. How's everybody? Anybody here? Not yet, because I'm doing a pop up. When I do a pop up, it takes a few minutes for people to get here. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue what I'm doing because I got to fix something to eat today. And I haven't eaten today. So maybe my friends will show up. If they're okay with me. Welcome. Hey, Scotty. I know it's about time. I had to do a couple of things before I could get in here to cook something. I'm gonna make an avocado sandwich. You ever made an avocado sandwich? They're pretty good. At least I like them. Let's see how many people show up today. When I go live through this way, I get more people showing up. I gotta wash my pan. No, yeah, I gotta wash my pan. I'm gonna cook in. So, and I just got an avocado, and I'm just making all kind of funky lines in it, and I'm gonna pull it out of it, and cut an onion up in it, and then I'm gonna throw it on a piece of bread and toast it, make it like an avocado fried onions, like a guacamole, but avocado toast sandwich, whatever you want to call it. But that's what I'm doing today. What are y'all doing? We're also going to talk about the new year. What do you got planned? What's coming up for people? What I said, you didn't hear me. Pay attention. Get your mind off the snake. I am going to make a avocado with mayonnaise and onion together and toast it on the stove. Hey, welcome. That's what I'm making. And they have these fancy gadget, not fancy gadgets that you put the avocado through. I just take my knife and I run it through it several times, in all kind of ways, and and then you just squeeze it out. You don't need a fancy gadget, and if it's not enough chopped up, if it's not when you get it in your bowl, you take your knife and you chop it a little more. Oh, okay. You are laggy. Yeah. Like on my phone, when I get laggy, I just put my finger on it, hold it down until it catches up. But I don't know why it does. I know one reason it does that is because if you're lagging and something happens to me on this end in real life, the person that's, they don't say it in real time on purpose. It's for protection sometimes. So, yeah, all right. I gotta go get one thing out of the refrigerator. Hold on, keep. I'm here. Hold on, those. I forgot the lime. You put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. You put the lime in the coconut and shake it all. If I can get it open. I know I've opened it before. There it goes. I put lime and a little mayonnaise and a little onion if you got it. No right reason how much lime is how much you like. And why is it off centered me? Yeah, there it goes. And Yeah, I gotta cut up this onion. I think it should be good still. Some of it's gone bad, so you cut off the bad, that's what you do. And you use the good. That's what I'm going to cook today. And then when I get this done, I'll show you my wish board. I made a wish board again. And I've got some kind of unique things on it. Well, I think they're more sweeter to me than a regular onion. So if I can find a purple onion, I'll buy a purple onion. Or I buy the shallots that are purple. Don't know if you like shallots or not, but I'm just going to cut little pieces, I mean, yeah, you should not be cutting with a knife close to you, but I'm different. And these knives still cut, but they're probably dull as dishwater, to some people. But they'll cut my onion. And put as much as you want, or as little as you want. It's your onion. Your breakfast, your lunch, your brunch. I'm going to call it my brunch. It's before dinner and after breakfast. Brunch. Before dinner and after breakfast. After lunch and after breakfast. Anyway, you know what I mean. So, I need a spoon. Don't have a big spoon, little spoon, just something to stir with. And I've been buying light mayonnaise lately because I don't. It's got more sodium in it, but when it's on sale for half the price of regular mayonnaise, it was on clearance. So, and I just add a squirt or two of mayonnaise. You can add sour cream, and you're gonna add pepper. I'm gonna let that sit over here while I go wash my pan. And I gotta move the computer because it's sitting on the stove eye right now. I don't want to burn my. I don't want to have an explosion. Add onion, salt, pepper, mayonnaise, lime, and then I spread it on a piece of bread. Put it in my pan with butter. Make bread on top and bottom, and I like it. Now there is avocado toast where you just put it on top like toast, but I make a whole sandwich out of it. A lot easier. To me, it's a lot easier. So I don't want that off. Got that in the trash. And then I just mix it up. And if it's not enough mayonnaise, add more. It's to your liking, to your taste. Now, a lot of people don't like avocado. No, I can't sit here and eat a plain avocado. It's got to have a little something on it. Or it's got to have sour cream, and make a dip out of it. But I'm not doing that. I almost have too much mayonnaise, but it'll be all right. See how yummy? To me, it's yummy. To somebody else, it may not be yummy, but to me, it's yummy. So move everything out of the way. I gotta wash my pan, so we're gonna turn y'all towards the sink over here. Is that the sink? Yeah. My washboard is right here. We're gonna go over that in a little bit. Oh, we can go over this real quick so I gotta get the pan washed. But y'all have a Dollar Tree? They have weekly planners. And I kind of oopsed on this planner today because I was supposed to go live at 11:30. But I didn't sleep good last night. It just, I don't know what I had. Then somebody at 6 o'clock in the morning started jackhammering or backfiring a car, or they kept trying to turn the car over or jackhammer. I don't know what it is. But this says it's got Monday through Friday. Monday through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's got notes at the bottom to do. And today I have to make a bed. I made up my bed. Go live cooking. I'm doing that, but later than I thought, you know. But then over here, it's got goals for the week. Make my Minecraft server. I made my Minecraft server. And a friend of mine brought me a sewing machine. She's moving and can't use it. So I've got to move that from where we set it in the living room to bring it in the house. And all the stuff she gave me to that. So that's my goal for this week. Also, I said clean the floor by my table. Well, that will be done later today. And this right here, you can hang it on the wall. And so like I have my dream board, my vision board for the year, but I also goals for the week. I call this my vision for the week. So yes, and I will be going live again sometime today. Maybe playing my Minecraft again. If y'all want to come watch me play Minecraft. You know, if anybody wants to join me, I will figure out how to get you the uh, not codes, the mods I have in it, because I took some of the mods out of the game. So if anybody wants to, and you're my friends, and I know you want to play a modded Minecraft game, you've got to do it off CurseForge. Follow the directions there, and then I'll copy and paste you the mods that are that I have in the pack, and you'll be able to. And I'll give you my server name. You'll be able to join and play with me. So come on, some of my friends, please. It's easy. It's semi easy to play. You just have to watch out for the mods at night. I do have to keep inventory on, so whatever you collected, you won't lose. I do have fire turned off, so if you build your house out of wood, your house ain't gonna burn down. So I'm doing the easy. I'm doing the easy route because I do what I like, you know. And I had to take out some of the mods because it had probably over 100 biomes. Ah, yuck! There is a big spider standing in front of me, and I need something to spray it and kill it. Oh Lord! It is a granddaddy long leg. It's sitting right in front of me stove where I was just now standing. So I got the spray cleaner. I'm gonna spray it till it's dead. You know one thing about spray cleaner? It's mold and mildew. It'll kill anything. I do have another spray bottle over in the other room, but this was sitting on the sink. And I don't know where he went, but he sprayed. Looking for something to kill spiders, ants, or anything in your house? Go get the cheapo stuff in the store that's really not good for anything but killing bugs. Woo! Alright, let me find what I dropped. Because I turned around and it scared me. I don't know where it went, but yeah, there's a. Oh, yeah. Alright. Back to washing my pan. Let's turn this dishwasher on. Steve's going to wash this dish. Now I gotta turn my dishwasher on after I get off live. Turn on while I'm on live, it's too loud. So, when any of my friends come and save me from a spider, it was a big one. It was a big one that wrong with it, not a little one. So he got sprayed 2 or 3 times and then he disappeared. So he probably went hiding under the little edge of the cabinet counter, my cabinet. So. I get the water hot to melt the grease off of this pan. I'm gonna cook a steak for dinner tonight. I got steak, broccoli slaw, zucchini. I'm gonna grate up a little bit of the zucchini in with the broccoli slaw and make me cook it in a little bit of water and butter. Oh, that's so good. I don't like raw broccoli. And I can't have the tops of the broccoli, but I can have the stem if it's cooked enough. It won't bother me. And I don't know why I don't have any hot water. It takes forever the hot water to get up here. And it's not getting hot. It should have been hot by now. So if it don't get hot, that means it got hot water tank problems again. And it's not getting hot. Uh-oh. I know I need a hot water tank, but I don't want one now. There goes warm water. It took it a few minutes longer. I guess because it's cold outside. And my hot water tank's on the opposite side of the house in the basement, way off in the corner. So when you have it like that, it's going to take a few minutes to get to your hotness. And if you turn the water the right direction. Yeah, that's a meal. Turn the water the wrong direction. Okay, I got two choices for bread. Sitting here in front of me. Do I use this bread to make a sandwich? It's hamburger buns, but they're brioche, and I love brioche. Or do I use my honey wheat I brought? But I thought I'd try something different. What y'all like, honey wheat or brioche? My favorite's brioche. Which one? Which one do I do? I gotta move something out of the way so I can turn on the eye. Making sure I turn on the right eye. So, which one would y'all do? Honey wheat. Yeah. All right, we'll do the honey wheat. But I gotta get this pan hot and the water cooked out. The water driplets dried off of it for you. Yeah. No, some of y'all might know that I went to commercial baking school. I went to culinary school. Was gonna be a baker. Well, I went 6 months before I could graduate with it. I think it was 6. Anyway, I met my husband, and we got married. And when we moved, he couldn't take me to school because he had to go to work, and I didn't drive. And we lived 30 minutes or 40 from where the school was, and so he promised me that I could go back to school and finish. And we got a job in Columbus, Georgia, and he said, "Well, let's see." Well, at the time in Columbus, Georgia, there was no culinary school, so I didn't go back. But now at 66, I don't want to go back because I can still cater your party and make your cupcakes, make your wedding cake. I can still do all that. I'm slow at it, but I can still, I can still do it. But it's a little bit slow for me at times to get it made. But the person who taught me how to cake decorate, she's passed away a long time ago. But I went to school with her kids. They were actually a few grades. I graduated in 78, and they graduated in 83. But we all knew each other in our little town that we were in. So, yeah. And plus, we delivered the newspaper. My dad was a newspaper carrier, retired from the Atlanta Journal Constitution, and they were one of our customers. But I'm going to put this bread here with butter on one side in this pan in a few seconds because it's about dried up. And then put it in the pan. And then I'm going to smear some of this on there. And if I had I do have some Cheetos, Doritos. I can eat the rest of this with if I don't make another sandwich with it. But that's because this is more than enough avocado for my sandwich. Um, yeah, cut this down a little notch or two. Going butter. Now I don't. If you're wondering, do you keep your butter in the refrigerator? Because it's right here, and it's really soft. You don't have to refrigerate butter. Butter is a natural thing from milk, and you don't have to. Now milk you have to, but the butter once you make it into butter, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. I gotta flip it over, and I don't have my flippers in the be washed. So this giant fork, this is a serving fork. It will work to flip this over. Anyway, so I'm gonna turn this off and let it sit there and get hot on and brown on the other side. But you don't have to keep turning it on and off. It will get the avocado a little warm, but not really cooked. You don't want it really cooked. So, all right, we're going to talk about my vision board. I'm missing a letter. It fell off, so I gotta fix it right here. The letter missing. If you can figure out what I was trying to spell. Okay, we're going to start a pair. It's got APL trip. Anybody know what that stands for? Amsterdam, Paris, London trip. I've already got it 99% paid for. I'm going there in June. All right. YouTube Con. There are several YouTube conventions. But I want to go to the one that is I think it's in Dallas, Texas in September. So, I go to all these cons that are just for fun, for gaming, for anime. And I said, I need to go to a con that's going to benefit me more than just learning a new table game or a new card game or a new internet game. So, and then right here, win contest money. Also, it says Vegas. I want to try to get to Vegas, if nothing but for the weekend this year. They got some good deals right now. Want to stay downtown at the Palace starting this week. I don't know how long the deal's going to last for. $25 a night. Downtown Las Vegas, off Fremont Street, is the Palace. But it's vacation your way. It's got casino and money. And it's a casino. That could be a casino on a ship, at an actual casino, but I'm going to be a casino this year again. And then I've got a picture of a table sitting out by the ocean, and I got dinner. I want to eat somewhere outside by water. Could be off a cruise ship. Could be on a cruise ship. I'm eating on the cruise ship, or it could be when I go to Australia. Oh, that's Germany. Going to Germany. I do have Australia on here. Australia's right here. That's all. I don't know if that's Australia picture, but that represents Australia. Australia. I am working on getting myself to Australia. I've got my travel agency working on it. Want to go to Perth and see my friend that I met on the internet about 5 years maybe. He is a big internet person. He started out dumpster diving, and now he's kind of went just to whatever kind of his day to day stuff and just talking. He's on TikTok, so I want to start there with him, and then I want to go to on the Helping Hands for Cruising. I don't know if it's going to be a Helping Hands for Cruising cruise, but Sean and Alana is going to be on it this coming year on for New Year's. It leaves on the 29th. Anybody want to go out of Australia? And after I get off the cruise ship, since I'm already over there, instead of taking another trip back over there just to go to this place I want to go to, I'm going to fly because it's only going to be about $50, $60 to fly from where the cruise gets off at to Sydney, Australia. So I thought I might as well take advantage of it now. Now I'm not planning another cruise. I could see if there's a cruise going out, but I'm already going to be gone probably 2.5, 3 weeks. So because I'm going to spend about 3 days in Perth, day or 2 days before the cruise ship, day and a half or two before the cruise, and then afterwards I want about 4 days in Sydney. I want to go to a place called Sticky Candy. They're famous on YouTube. You hadn't seen them, go find them. They're on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I believe they're on TikTok. They were on Instagram. And then I got Cruise. I'm definitely going to cruise. And then I got a BF. Best friend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it. That's what I would like to do. Then I got my family. Then I got one of my friend's initials down here that I want to see. And then hopefully, I don't know if I'll do it this year again, but I'm putting Canada back on the list because I eventually want to get out to Canada. I want to go to Niagara Falls, go to the casino. There's also out there a Comic Con, and it's near the falls, and it's close to the casino, and I could stay there, and do more than one thing at a time. So if you've got the time when you're planning your trips and you want to do other things, add them onto your trip unless you want to go back to that place again, which there's some places, yes, I want to go back to. Like I went to Germany, but I want to take a Germany trip down the river. This is a river cruise ship to Germany. So if you've got the time, book in a few extra things, even if it's a day extra, 2 days extra. So, oh yeah, and over here in the corner, this says Tokyo, Japan. And I won't get there this year, but I'm trying to get there in 27. But the way the deals are for flights, cruises, hotels, Disney, you got to book it now. So like I did last year, I had Paris and Disney on the my old wish board. Well, I've got my Paris trip right here. I'm paying for. It's almost paid for. I got to pay for the extra nights and my flight home, and that's being worked out by my travel agency. This one's from a travel agency, and his thing. I'm going. If anybody wants to know about it, it's called Park Pass. He's online. Disney. He does Legoland. He does Universal Studios. He does all things park, all things fun with his family. And he does trips. And so I signed up to go on his trip. Another thing, if you didn't see it up here, I put Disney. Because I'm going back to Disney when I go on my cruise that I've already got booked for this year. One is I'm going in February. I got a cruise booked for February. So that's where I'm going. And then see my little tiny cruise ship down there? My little tugboat? My sailboat? My little cruise boat? And then I got a dolphin. This represents all the ocean animals. I'd like to, be on a cruise and see a dolphin in the water. And my friend wants me to cruise in March, but I'm still thinking about the March one. I don't have my little candy anymore. Most of y'all know that my Candy Kisses passed away December the 28th at 2:30 in the morning. And so when I went on my last cruise and Disney trip, I was gone 2 weeks. That was $584 for 2 weeks to board that dog. I love my dog, and I would do another dog the same way. I would board them. But now that I don't have a dog, I'm going to hold off on probably, I don't know if I'll ever get a dog again. I never say never. But for now, I'm going to do me things and not have to worry about that extra $500 that I could be putting on another trip for me. Unless I did have a dream that I went and picked out a dog. It was a helping dog, and it was trained. It was almost 2 years old, and it's been on an airplane several times for its training. And I took it with me. It went everywhere, and I didn't have to pay. In the dream, you don't, when you have a helping service dog, you don't have to pay for them in hotels, and they can go on cruises. But I really don't want one. But if I ever did, I would do a service dog. That way, I wouldn't have anything but the vet bill, once a year vet bill. Yeah, I'm going to travel and do me for a while, maybe a year or two. And, if I get to where I can't travel, knock on wood, that's not going to happen. You know, that's not going to happen. I'm going to be able to travel and do what I want for a long time. My grandmother, like 11 days, being 95 years old. Yeah, but right now, I have not traveled in years. Now, this board I'm using, it was one of those that I just showed you, but I took all the stuff off. And I saved the stuff, and I can put it on that one that on this one. I can put it back on this one because I got double-sided tape, and use it for the next month, because these are only good for a month. They're weekly planners. And I bought 5 of them. One to make into a board because I didn't want a huge, huge board. And so I can take this one, and I'm going to put a couple of nails on the wall, and I'm going to hang them up. There are already 2 things on the wall that used to hold a little spice rack. If they will spin on those screws on the spice rack that was there, I can use that. But it's a little higher than I want, so I may have to still put a nail on the wall. So let me turn around and let me give me a plate up here. I don't want to turn around. And I turned this off, so if it's burnt, it's burnt. But I turned it. No, it's good. It's still hot. Yeah. So if y'all got a party and you want me to come out and help cater your party, I'll come help cater your party. Mm-hmm. I did several weddings in my lifetime. I did my own wedding. I cooked. Me and my mom said, "You went to school to be a baker. You can make your own wedding. You can do your own food." So, and all the kids at my church, I was the one. I guess I was buying their affection. I don't know, but I made cookies every time we went on our road trip. On our trips in the summertime, I would bring cookies, chocolate chip cookies. And there's no secret to this. Follow the directions on the get the Nestle Stall House recipe, but buy the Kroger chips because they're the same thing. So the recipe on the Kroger chips was just a little bit different than the Nestle's one, but I always follow the Nestle's, and you can buy that anywhere online. Just type in Nestle Stall House chocolate chip cookie recipe. Unless someone's changed it, it should be the same recipe from when I was a kid. So, anyway, I did my wedding. I did my two brothers' weddings, did a friend at church wedding, did another friend at church wedding. I did it for free. I said, you buy the stuff, I'll make it. They bought the stuff. It was a present to them. So, anyway, that's what I did. But I would go in there now while we're talking and I'd play Minecraft. But it doesn't want to show my Minecraft game yesterday. Kept going in and out, in and out. So, I don't know why. If anybody that's watching later or now, leave me a comment. I'm going straight through the YouTube app. Because when I go to the YouTube app, I have more people come on or watch it later than I do going through StreamYards. It's about nap time. Oh my lord. I had a nap. Not really. I didn't get up till late. Well, I got up this morning because the phone rang. First, I got up because the jackhammering of the car outside. Don't know if it's a car or someone doing some road work. I hadn't went out and looked. So I woke up with that about 6 o'clock. As soon as it started getting daylight. Then I woke up with my delivery that's coming tomorrow, saying they would be here, and I had to talk to them and make sure that the person that's going to put the furniture together I've got a cabinet, and they're going to put my clothes. It's a wardrobe cabinet thing that they weren't coming. That they got there after I get my delivery. So yeah, delivery tomorrow, and Saturday they're going to come put it together. So that's what mine started out with, and then I listened to Go Live Together this morning. Half awake, half asleep, listening to it. I watched it. Then something else came on. You know, sometimes I don't know why YouTube does it. It will put the next video up. I don't know who the next video people were, even what it was about, because I fell asleep. But I could hear somebody talking in the background. I fell asleep. So it must have not been anybody I knew. I reached over after about dozing for a few minutes, reached over and turned the phone off, and I went back to sleep. And then my friend woke me up. My friend Scotty J woke me up. So, anyway, I hope everyone has a blessed day. We've only been on about 38 minutes. I did what I needed to do, fix me something to eat. I was a sleepyhead. But I don't know why I didn't want to sleep good last night. One thing, I was looking at a charge on my charge of something I did, and I couldn't think, what did I spend that much money on? I finally figured it out. It's a hotel from MomoCon. So I've got that straightened out. And then I got to thinking, too much on my mind, yes. And then I got to thinking, well, have I made my flight to go to Florida? Yes, I made that to go to Florida in February. But, I haven't made my hotel. So I got to get there. I want to stay at a Disney hotel or one is close to Disney that has shuttles to Disney. Go to Disney 2 days before I go on my trip. When I get down there to be, I get into Orlando that morning by 7 something. But so when I get to the hotel, drop my luggage off, I want to go to Animal Kingdom to get my monthly present they give those that have the annual pass. I want to go do that, spend a little bit of time over there. Then I want to go back to the Contemporary. I'm going to make reservations to probably eat at the place where Mickey Mouse comes out. But they also have a fantastic roast beef sandwich if you get it done the way you like it. It comes with onions and peppers. I can't eat onions and peppers cooked. And so I asked them, and it comes on a seeded bun. I said, "Can I get it on something else?" And they said, "Yes, you can. And then we can take off what you don't want." So they took off the onions and the peppers. They left you mayonnaise it yourself. You put whatever you want on it, and it had beef and cheese. Oh, it was the best roast beef set, and it was on a croissant roll. That was the best croissant I ever had. So I'm gonna do that again before I go to Disney, and go get another one and take it into the park to eat, because some of the park food is pretty good, but some of it's got so much stuff on it for my stomach that I have to watch what I eat. So when I can find something I like that's not gonna hurt my stomach. Now I would love to stay at the Contemporary. Do I have a rich sugar daddy on here who wants to pay for it? Walking in price is $900 and something, a little over $900. Internet price, I don't know. I think it's like 700 something per night. So maybe I'll get a sugar daddy. Yeah, I need a sugar daddy. I always said if I get